This is some tea from a good year. In this video, I really want to tell you a story. A story of me hiking the Lycian Way. A hike of 500 kilometers. This story started at 18 March 2021, exactly when my last video ended. I drove to Fethiye and started working as a volunteer in an art camp. Here I met so much beautiful people. And because of them, I stayed longer than I usually do on places. My work varied from day to day. Sometimes I was working on boats, sometimes I was working on cabins, and sometimes I was working in the garden. Up to this point, I had no intention to hike the Lycian Way whatsoever, even though the start of the Lycian Way was really close to the art camp where I was working. On the other hand, I was planning to do the complete opposite. I was planning to go east. I told myself on the next full moon I will leave. I will leave to east of Turkey. But then, one day before the full moon, this news came.
Meanwhile, Turkey has been put under a nationwide full lockdown for 3 weeks. The Turkish President Erdogan announced the country hit full closure after his cabinet meeting. Now the lockdown starting Thursday will last until the 17th of May. As per the new guidelines, all intercity travel in Turkey will require an official approval.
Because I'm a resident of Turkey, I need to stay in lockdown as well. I've never done a lockdown even. I didn't want to risk continue traveling with my van because there was a lot of police on the road. I could lie to them and tell them that I'm a tourist, but if they found out that I was lying, they can kick me out of the country. I felt a bit stuck for a moment there, and after some thinking, the full moon told me to start hiking the Lycian Way. I could not continue traveling anyway, and the weather was perfect. I told myself, it's now or never. The Lycian Way is a hike of 500 kilometers from Fethiye all the way down into Antalya. There are multiple mountain climbs, and the road takes more or less a month to complete. The longest time that I hiked was 3 days. And now I challenge myself to hike this trail that takes a month to complete. I had no idea what I was in for. I really wanted to challenge myself. I wanted to find my limits. I wanted to push myself until I cannot go further anymore. Only with a challenge like this, you can understand how strong you really are. That is what this is all about. Pushing myself to find out my limits. So without hesitation, I started packing my backpack. I didn't know really how to prepare myself for such a long trip. I just did what I do with every hike. Pack only the bare essentials. This preparation day I call day 1 because the preparation for an adventure is part of the adventure. This was also day of the full moon. The next morning, day 2, after saying some goodbye to some beautiful people, I just left. Only with a backpack filled with the bare essentials. Start of the Lycian Way. I'm stoked, let's do this. Look at this view, it's amazing. Day 2 and day 3 were pretty heavy days to get started. Not only the trail started off with a more difficult hike, but also I need to start getting used to my new lifestyle. Hiking the whole day. I started off doing 15 kilometers a day, and on day 3 I reached Kabak. And here in Kabak I found my walking staff. This staff I'm gonna carry from now on everywhere where I'm going. For me, this piece of bamboo was a sort of spiritual guide, guiding me through the Lycian Way. The next day, day 4, I left, and here there were a lot of people camping. And this place had something magical to it. There were no streets, there were no cars, and there were also no houses. There was only one restaurant where you can fill up your water and get some food. For the rest, you are camping in the forest or on the beach like me. But I really mean it. This beach had something magical to it. At night, you could see the glowing plankton in the sea. Sadly enough, my camera could not pick up these lights, so it looked something like this. And I've never seen anything like this before. But I was really amazed to see this. Because of this magic that was on this beach, I decided to get a rest of my hike, the Lycian Way. I was only 30 kilometers in, just started doing Lycian Way of the 500 kilometers, and I already needed some rest. I think this was an important moment to get used to the new lifestyle I was living, only living by my backpack and the whole time camping.
You shot me when I like.
Yeah.
Yeah, like animal.
Yes, I shot you.
Earlier I mentioned that I was only carrying the bare essentials because I wanted to travel as light as possible so that my backpack could not hold me down. One of these things that I left was a tent. I didn't want to take a tent with me. A tent is heavy. It takes time for you to set up and break down. You need a really good spot to put your tent down, and the weather was really good. The only thing that I can think of why you want to take a tent is that you are protected against the mosquitoes. But some good mosquito spray does the trick. I was only sleeping on one of these yoga mats with just a sleeping bag. I did not regret this choice. I fell asleep every night with view of stars. After a few days, I left Likya. I did 24 kilometers that day. I found this water bottle. I was really happy with it. It was a beautiful water bottle. I've been now hiking Lycian Way for 8 days and I was close to Patara beach. But Lycian Way from this point on wants to send you back into the city. But I didn't want to do that. I really wanted to see this beautiful 10-kilometer long Patara beach. So I figured out my own way, going parallel of the Lycian Way. Without any time to lose, I just went for it. On my way to the beach, just on the border, there was a restaurant. Today, when I was walking into this green park, I found somebody that was really happy to see her water bottle back. Here you go.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy
I
it.
really miss this bottle, and this was like a miracle to see you here with this bottle.
Yes, it's meant to happen, so here you go. I love it to give you back. It's a beautiful story. I just started hiking this 10 kilometers of beach, of beautiful beach. after 5 kilometers, I came across this really big river that I could not cross with my backpack. I started searching for a bridge or a boat that could help me. Okay, there's a boat right here, but I don't see anybody. So let's just try screaming or something. Merhaba! 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 But I could not find. The closest bridge that I could find was the one way up in the city where the Lycian Way was going. Now there I was with my own made track. I was stuck after 5 kilometers. Great. Yikes. What now? What now? Yeah. Do you want to find out how I crossed the river? And do you want to find out how this journey continues? Then watch my second episode of the Lycian Way, coming soon. Did you enjoy watching this video as much as I enjoyed making this video? Yes? Then give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment. If you have a question for me or have some crazy idea, just put it in there. But for now, thanks for watching, and I hope you'll always see the light stars. Follow your dreams, and until next time, YouTube. Ciao!